Mr. Narang will share his insights on technology adoption in manufacturing electric vehicles. So please welcome Mr. Narang.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Great to be here. And I'll just take one line from that long and very detailed presentation from our friend just in the past. I think what's most important is that we have to work as a in today's world and I'm going to try to. I think a lot of people have got very. So what I wanted to say is that what people need to understand in today's world is that we need to work in alliance. I don't think your competitors are your enemies like we used to thinking before. They are your enablers. And I think in today's world, we've got to look at it as saying, there is no competition. The market, the country is got so much opportunity. I think let the best man or woman, Nari Shakti is very important. 48% of our population is Nari Shakti, and I think let's not forget that. And I think that we can build in this country, and we can find opportunities. So yes, I will agree with the comment, that this is, competition is an enabler. I'd say competition is something that's going to make this country a better place. Let me start with, and I'll just quickly run through the presentation. I know we're running late. And I don't want to, let my, how many presentations after me? So I know, so that the time is not an issue. If you talk about, my presentation is about the Powering India's Green Ride, technology adoption in EV manufacturing. This country is now, compared to, the United States or Europe, green power is something that I believe has got so much potential. There are, we see all across this country a need and an understanding where green energy and sustainability is key. We don't even, if you look at, where we are in this country today in terms of, AQIs, it is nothing. We owe a duty to our future generation where we have to be green. OSM, we have 4 factories, in the north and in the west. We have 24/7 COCO service centers. We put 13,000 vehicles already on the ground, and this year, our capabilities are going to put 15 to 20,000 more. We have our powertrain, which is an internal, which is basically we've done a JV with a Korean manufacturer. We'll manufacture powertrains in India for captive use initially, but then we'll open it up to the market. It's for 3 and 4 wheelers. The 4-wheelers are up to 1.4 ton. On the 3-wheelers, we'll be doing cargo and passenger. The battery packs in India with US cells. We are the first company that's actually bringing cells from the United States. The GV partners already got a gigafactory in the US and high technology cells we provide basically more and more control of supply chain and 30% more higher performance. I think everything that we do is make in India, and I think that the time is now that where we stop bringing stuff from across the border or other places and have alliances and build in India. Technology adoption in EV manufacturing. This is something that is extremely important. I think what has changed in today with EVs is where technology, artificial intelligence, robotics is playing a very important role. If you look at the rise of robotics, in our countries, you have enhanced precision. Robotics perform clearly a very large part, of our production, enhanced precision and efficiency. Robots perform tasks that are unmatched in precision and in speed. They reduce human error and production efficiency. This is really going to be something where manufacturing 4.0 and the future factories are going to be responsible. In terms of robotics, heavy lifting and hazardous tasks, that can be made much more easier. And safety is important for our manufacturing. And I think this is something that, with the use of robotics, we could use. Again, when we talk about, scalability and flexibility, if we want to do something, everything has to have scale. We talk about competing with China until we get scale in our production. We will not get that in the flexibility. And I think robotics help us in production lines, in changes seamlessly. and also enable us for efficient mass customization. So for me, robotics, AI and artificial intelligence, as well as IoT, is going to be key for the rise of machines. If you look at EV in terms of, I would say connected factory IoT in EV manufacturing, I think real-time sensor tracking, this will help us in making sure that real-time data, in making informed decision. It is, what are the issues? What are the production issues? What are supply chain issues? What are quality issues? This is something that'll help us efficiency, and it will help us make cost control. Supply chain visibility, something where IoT really helps tracking components throughout the supply chain and optimizing inventory management and minimizing delays. I think, what we really need is the SCM to be more efficient, and all of this will lead to higher productivity and lower cost. Remote collaborations, engineers can remotely monitor, troubleshoot issues. Look, it's like working, with artificial intelligence with connected factories, one factory to another. We have one in Pune, one in Faridabad. One can learn from another. Engineers can work together. This can bring efficiency. This can bring, a lot more productivity. And I think this is something that is going to be more and more important for the future. I think, if you talk about real-time decision-making, data empowers informed decisions. Real-time data allows us to identify trends, optimize production lines, and improve efficiency. Again and again, I think this is something which is more and more important for every factory of the future. Predictive maintenance, we can anticipate equipment failure, schedule maintenance proactively, minimizing downtime. Again, bringing more and more productivity, efficiency, quality, continuous. We are in a world where continuous improvement, data analysis can help us identify improvement and make data-driven decisions for a much, much better future. I think, more and more of this is required. And I think doesn't matter how small or big the factory is, with real-time insights, making data-driven decisions are going to be more and more important. Building a sustainable future. This is what I think the road ahead. Sustainable manufacturing is something that is, in my view, continuously and most important, the need of the hour as we go towards building India a 5 or 10 trillion economy. I think without a sustainable manufacturing, EVs are a key solution to providing and reducing emissions and commitment to sustainable manufacturing practices. I think, if we want to be a global player, we want to align forces with international, with the Europeans and the Americans. The sustainable manufacturing is going to be very important. I want to reach out to all of you who are out there that without sustainable manufacturing, exports are going to be a problem in the future. Collaboration innovations. We have built OSM on European, Japanese, Korean collaborations. This is something that I continually believe in. Open collaborations, but has to be made in India. Innovations to accelerate and development of clean technologies. This is also the need of the hour. And the most important part is skilling the workforce. We have a lot of engineers, technologists coming out of universities that are not the right skills. So we are at OSM are committed to skilling the workforce, the future of EV manufacturing. And I think what are most important is we've got to make sure that women of today, they are part of the workforce. We have made a commitment of 50% women workforce by the year 2035. I think that this is something that's needed the hour, but skilling, continuous skilling. I think all of us, doesn't matter on age, have to be continuous skilling. And this is something that's most important. I wanted to keep it short and sweet, give the person the next top, so that we can finish and get on to having a conversation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Narang, for briefing us about technology adoption in manufacturing electric vehicles.